When you're enrolling in your benefits at work, you might see an option for a health savings account, or HSA. You might also see an option for a healthcare flexible spending account, or FSA. How do you decide which one to choose and which is right for you? Let's get into it. There's a lot of differences between these two accounts, so it might actually help to start with how they're the same, and then go from there. Right off the bat, both HSA and FSA are benefit accounts that let you use tax-free money to pay for eligible healthcare, dental, and vision expenses. It's a special fund just for your healthcare needs. And not just for your personal healthcare needs, but also healthcare for your family and dependents too. And because the money is tax-free, you end up saving around 20% on whatever goes into the account. Now, of course, it depends on your personal tax rate and specific tax situation, but that's money that would have gone to the IRS. So you're essentially maximizing your purchasing power through tax savings on eligible expenses. And there are thousands of FSA and HSA eligible expenses. Doctor visits, prescription medications, over-the-counter medications, mental health services, eyeglasses, and even dental cleaning. You can view our list of HSA and FSA eligible expenses at healthequity.com/QME. Okay, so that's the very big picture and the main way these benefits are the same. HSA and FSA are both tax-free accounts that help you save on eligible healthcare, dental, and vision expenses. Now, how are they different? Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. The first and biggest difference between the two accounts is that healthcare FSAs are what's called use it or lose it accounts, which means that funds you put into your healthcare FSA will eventually expire. With an HSA, however, money you put into the account never expires. The money is yours to keep even if you change employers, change health plans, or even retire. Once it goes into an HSA, it's yours forever. Now, some employers may offer plan arrangements that give the FSA a little more flexibility. For example, some offer what's called a grace period, which is extra time at the end of the plan year that you're given to spend down remaining unused funds. Or your employer may instead offer what's called an FSA carryover, which lets you keep a portion of unspent FSA funds into the next plan year. You basically get an entire extra year to spend unused funds, up to a plan's specified limit. But notice that even with a carryover, your contributions will eventually expire. You only get to keep that money for one more year. Then you have to spend it. And that's the bottom line. With a healthcare FSA, if you don't use it, you lose it. But with an HSA, if you don't use it, you just keep it. It's yours. Okay, so I know what you're probably thinking. Why wouldn't everyone just always choose an HSA? If I can keep my money, why wouldn't I just do that? Well, the thing with an HSA is that it comes with a caveat. And this is the second biggest difference between these two accounts. In order to make HSA contributions, you have to be enrolled in what's called a high-deductible health plan, or what's also sometimes called an HSA qualified health plan. If you're not enrolled in one of these plans, you can't contribute to an HSA. Compared to an FSA qualified plan, HSA qualified plans tend to have higher deductibles, as the name suggests. But on the upside, they also tend to have lower premiums. So although you might have more out-of-pocket costs with an HSA health plan, you also will see less money come out of your paycheck to cover the premiums. So it's definitely a trade-off. But some people like high-deductible health plans, even if the HSA weren't a consideration. It's about cost savings from a premium standpoint. And they also occasionally offer a little more network flexibility compared to a traditional health plan. To be very clear, though, I'm only speaking here in broad generalities. Everyone's workplace has different health plan options, different premiums, and different deductibles. So it's super important to carefully review your organization's plan options and plan details to figure out what makes most sense for you and your family. Nevertheless, health plan choice is the second key difference between these two. Difference number one, remember, is that HSAs never expire, whereas FSAs do expire. And difference number two is that HSAs require enrolling in an HSA qualified health plan. Okay, so now here's the third big difference, and it stems from the magic of HSA rollover. Because the money in your HSA never expires, you can actually grow the money in your account tax-free, just like a tax-deferred retirement account. You can do this through investing or higher HSA cash interest rate options, whatever works for you. From there, if you earn gains in your HSA, then you won't be taxed on that earnings growth. And of course, if you spend the money on HSA qualified expenses, then you'll never be taxed on that money at all. That means HSAs have a triple tax advantage that give it a leg up compared to healthcare FSAs. So while both HSA and FSA give you number one, tax-free contributions, and number two, tax-free spending on eligible expenses, only an HSA gives you number three, tax-free growth. That's the third pillar of the HSA triple tax advantage. In this way, then, some members use their HSA as a companion to their retirement savings strategy. You're likely to have a lot of healthcare expenses in retirement, so an HSA helps you be ready because you can capitalize on potential tax-free investment growth, just like a 401k. And it gets even cooler because after you turn age 65, you can spend the money in your HSA on anything you want, not only qualified medical expenses. You'll just need to pay ordinary income taxes. Again, just the same way a traditional 401k is structured. So let's recap. As you navigate your benefits options this year, and you think about whether to choose HSA or a healthcare FSA, be sure to keep three things in mind. Number one, HSA funds never expire, whereas FSA funds do expire. Number two, HSAs require enrollment in a high-deductible health plan, whereas FSAs are compatible with traditional health plans. And number three, HSAs let you take advantage of tax-free growth on potential earnings, which can help you power long-term retirement savings and build a healthcare safety net. You can learn more about each of these benefits by visiting our website at healthequity.com/learn.